Musk once tweeted. Okay, can you see the screen? First, tell me that. Are you able to see the screen of the tape reading example? Okay. Now, do you remember that Elon Musk once tweeted that Tesla's stock price is very high, in my opinion? If anyone remembers this, the stock tanked badly. Okay. And today we're going to do a recap of the same. Okay. We're going to do a recap for the same. We're going to see how tape can help us to identify areas where there's going to be a very big dump happening. Okay. So I'm going to revise the tape very quickly. Okay. So this is the time and sales window. Okay. This window that you see right here is the time and sales window, right? This is the ask side, this is the bid side, right? And this is the size, what number of shares. So whatever number that you see here, if you multiply that by 100, that is going to be the number of shares that are executed. Everyone clear? Now, is everyone clear about what hitting the bid, holding the bid, hitting the ask, and hitting the bid means? Everyone okay with that? That what do we want to see when the stock is going to go down? What are we seeing? If we want to see aggressive bearishness or aggressive sellers, do we want to see the sellers hitting the bid, or what do we want to see? Who can answer this? If we want to see bearishness, do we want to see sellers hitting the bid? Right? We want to see the sellers hitting the bid. Everyone with me, yes or no? So if we are looking at it going on the downside, our whole focus will be on the bid side, right? And what we want to see is that at whatever price, so can you see this price column right here? This will tell you the price at which the order is actually executed, right? So if this price is equal to the bid, can I say that there is bearishness? If whatever price at which the orders are getting executed, if it is equal to the bidding price, I can say no, that it's very, very bearish, right? So let's look at this example and let's understand what happens in this thing. And I'm going to be pausing it multiple times and I'm going to show you where it is important to read the tape. Okay. Now I'm going to play that right now. So, okay. So this is what Elon Musk is going to be tweeting in, say, I think 1 minute from now, that he tweeted the Tesla stock price is too high in my opinion. And then you'll see a big dump happening in the stock. Okay, so let me move that. Okay. Okay. Now have a look. Okay. Can you see? So I'll show you where I will see and where we can understand from the tape that something big could happen. Okay. Right now, there's nothing on the tape which is visible. There is nothing on the time and sales which is very clear or evident, which is going to show us something. So right now, we are just observing. The stock is above the VWAP. It is trying to hold above this level, but the sellers, it's a good supply zone. It comes back down, and then we just want to see what happens around the VWAP. And we are not currently aware that some tweet like this has happened, right? Now, what I want to see is, I would want to now see whether 760 can hold. Okay. So I'll tell you where I will start watching the tape and what event will tell me that, okay, this is probably the time where I should start watching the tape closely. Okay. So right now I'm just watching the stock and okay, cool. Give me a sec. Okay. Can you see something unusual? Can you see something unusual? Can you see big numbers on the bid side at 755? Can you see a 23 on the bid side? Now, understand, for Tesla, 23 on the bid side is a big number because it's a $700 stock. At that point of time, it was $700 stock, so it was important, right? Now, what I want to see, if 755 are hit on the bid, that means there's going to be very, very important bearishness, or it's going to be very, very bearish. I'm going to get in. So I want to see these 755, these 23 to go up and then vanish. So what I want to see is, I want to see this 23 number to shift up at this point. And once 23 is at this point, I want this 23 to go to 21 then to 19, then 17, 15, 10, and then all the way up to 2 and then 0. What will this process tell me? Can I say that if the bids go from 2300 shares all the way up 100 shares, can I say that sellers consumed all of the buying that the buyers wanted to do? Yes or no? Can I say if the number from 23 goes to 0 or goes to 1, can I say that the sellers consumed all the buying? Yep, sellers are getting desperate, right? This is what we want to understand. Okay, now let's see what happens here. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so 755, all the bids are, they're not even there. All of them got executed, right? Now this tells me that in 1 second, if such big orders could get taken out, there is something that's definitely happening. Now, can you see something here? Can you compare the bid price, the executed price, and the asking price? And can you see the quantity? Can I say the sellers are hitting the bid? Yes or no? Can I say that the sellers are hitting the bid? Once you see this, you can also see something like this here. Yes or no? Right? You can see that the sellers are hitting the bid. If you compare this price and if you compare the bidding price, this is what we are seeing, right? Now I want to see more bids stacking up at this point. Okay, I want to see more bids stacking up at this point, and this is going to show me, give me some additional confirmation that it is really weak. Okay, I want to see big numbers coming in right here on the tape, on the bid side, where I will see that the buyers would be trying to hold the level. And this is where I would see, okay, this is where I would see there's some, okay. Can you see something happening around 750? Can you see something around 750? Can you see 35 and 12, 34 and 12 at the same price level? So now can I say these buyers want to hold the bid? And if they are taken out, that means sellers are going to be really very aggressive. And what you can see here, that I can see 1,000 sell order, and I can see the price at which it was executed was $750.50, and the bid was also 750.54. So it is very close to the bid. So does this give you another confirmation that yes, sellers are hitting the bid? Yes or no? Does it tell you yes, boss, sellers are hitting the bid? They are extremely very bearish. And then according to my price action levels, I have my 744, 743, $88 levels as being very important. So here watching the tape becomes extremely important. Okay, so let's see what happens next. Okay, now can you see, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Did I tell you that I want these numbers to go here? And once they reach here, what do we want to see now? Can anyone answer? Do we want this 34 to go to 20, then 15, then 10, and then ultimately it should be 0? That will tell us whether all of the orders are consumed or not. Okay, now let's see what happens next. So keep watching the 750 level. Okay, now the 750 level is completely taken out. We just need another confirmation if the bids don't go up to 750. So 750 is completely out. That means sellers again crushed the buyers. And now I want to see. So now, can you see the bid again going up to 750? That means all the orders are not yet consumed. If I wouldn't have seen 750 again, that meant that 750 is taken out completely. But I would wait again to see whether 750 is completely distorted and taken out. So now this number 5 tells you that the numbers that you saw 34 and 12 are now only 5. That means only 500 orders are remaining. And from now on, we could see a dump happening once 750 is taken out. Okay, now if we see a 750 taken out again, you will see a big dump on the downside, right? Right now what you're seeing on the tape is the bids are holding the 752, 751 level. The next area for us to be sure about our short entry would be a break. Now, did you see how easily it broke 750? Observe what happens now. 748, 747, you will see a big chunk of bids stacking up again. Okay, I'll show you where I want to see that. Could you see this big move? Can you see how the 750 bids could tell us that they are getting extremely weak and we can capture at least this flush for a scalp? How many of you understood this idea that we saw that 750 had 34 and 12 both big numbers on the bid. Once it broke for once, some of the orders got consumed, right? And then the next set of orders got dumped really badly. How many of you understood this? I'll explain with the help of a example also. When we see the stock is coming down, the first time it touches the support level, do you see a bounce? And then it starts to consolidate and then suddenly it goes down. Have you seen this happen while you're trading India, right? It starts to come here first, bounces up, and then consolidates, and then one single big candle breaches this like anything, right? Now what happens is a lot of bids are stacked up here. Some of them get taken out once the stock approaches at this point. Then once the stock is again coming down, this point becomes extremely weak, and when the sellers hit the bid, they just break the support level very ruthlessly. Now again, I want to see what happens around 743. Okay, if I want to book my profits, I want to see what happens around 743. If I want a fresh entry, I will see if it breaks 743 or not, right? Let's see what happens next. Okay, 743 is what I want to watch. Okay, how many of you saw this coming? Okay, just a sec. Keep watching this bid side. Okay, can you see something at 745? Can someone see anything at 745 on the bid side? Can you see 54 and 53 at the same bid? Now, do you think people are trying to protect this level? Now, are you getting the logic why this level would actually get support? This level would actually get support because there are so many buy orders stacked up here. As a seller, as a bear, as a person who would like to short this, I would want this to break. Okay, but it will not break this easily. If I have such big numbers, I will, if I'm an option scalper, I will scalp and I will take my profits here. And I will wait for the 745 to get taken out to initiate a fresh entry. Okay, now let's see what happens here. Okay, 744 trying to break down, and then you will see a bounce. You will see a bounce now. Now, can you see this bounce happening at the support level? Can you see that bounce happening at the support level? Can you see these greens? Can you see these green prints? Who are they? These are those buyers who you saw right here at this point. So I'm expecting a support, but then now once it is trying to get support and once it's trying to bounce back, I would want to see how it breaks 743, right? I want to see how it breaks 743. But okay, now can you see 10 and 5? Can you see buyers trying to stack up at 740? Who can see that? And can you see these are the same people who might have made the wick? Try to understand it from a very practical note. Do you think there must have been some buyer who caused this wick to get created? Yes or no? Can I say this 740 buyer must have created this wick? So does 740 become very important for us? Yes or no? But it does become important, right? So I want to see what happens around 740. That becomes very important. And see, this is how, as new information is coming in, this is where you need to focus, right? Now let's see what happens around 740. Okay, I want to see what happens around 740. 10 and 15, two orders I can see. I want to see this thing break 740. Now, this whole support that the stock is getting right now, it's because of all the buyers that you saw on the bid side, their orders are getting executed. But for me, the most important point right now is 740 on the tape. So I'm continuously going to be focused on 740. And if I see something big on 740, I'm going to take my trade for a new scalp. Okay, for a new scalp. Currently, there is nothing. I am waiting. We have to wait right now until and unless we see something big happening at 740 and we see a big sized bid. Okay, right now nothing to be done. Now see, you can expect this wick because you saw some big orders at 745. That's the reason why we could have exited our trade here and then looked out for a re-entry, right? This is the place where the 745 orders are about to get executed or they're getting consumed, right? This is why the 745 level is being holding up, right? Now I want to see again whether bids get accumulated at some price point. So for me right now, 740 becomes extremely important, right? So now let's see what happens around here. Nothing as a trader to be done right now. We are just watching it. We want to see 740s break with size. Now, can you see exactly at this point, the same buyer tried to hold this level. Now, if this buyer is out of the picture, this thing is definitely going to dump, and this thing is going to dump real bad. Okay. So we just want to see what is the reaction around the 740 level. Okay. Now this is very important. This candle is very important. Okay. This candle becomes very important. We want to watch what's happening around 740s. Okay. Keep your close eyes on the bid side. Okay, keep your eyes on the bid side on the 740 level. You're going to see something. One. Okay. Now I can see 6 and 2. So there are very thin bids. Very thin bids. I want to see big numbers stacking up. Okay. Now can you see 39, 35, 10? Can you see buyers coming in? Can you see buyers coming in trying to hold the price? Okay, 740 taken out. 740 will try to hold. If it is not holding on the bid, I will short right here. Okay, I will short right here. At this point, we are going to go short. Why? 740 is taken out completely, and you will see even so. Now, can you see 12 and 9 big numbers coming around 738? You will see even big numbers coming down. So now this is a clear indication that the tape is telling you this thing is going to flush, and this thing is going to flush real bad. It is retesting 740. No buyers could control or hold that level. So now we can expect a big dump happening after 740. So again, I have a micro level marked at 734, right? You can see 735, a micro level is marked. So again, I would want to see what's happening around that level. If it breaks, I would want to see a very big flush on the downside. Now, can you see 736, 735 bids are accumulating at this point? Okay, again, 735. 16, 11. You are seeing, you can feel the bids getting accumulated at that point of time. This is what tells you, okay, how big is the move going to be. Now, if it breaks 733s, it's going to dump even further, right? So this level, if it takes out, so you have to combine it with your price action and your key levels, right? You want to see if at that level, if there are buyers coming in or if there is a panic of the buyers and the sellers. This is what I want to see, right? Now I want to see how a new low is created, and I want to see some big bids on this side. If I see them, I will hold my trade, right? Okay. Can you see something happening at 730? Can you see 20? Can you see big numbers? And obviously on this side, can you see sellers hitting the bid? Focus. You have to focus here and here. Can you see all of these transactions are executed around the bid? That means sellers are very aggressive, right? Very aggressive sellers, right? Now I want to see what happens around the 730 and 724 level, right? Now as in when my new targets are getting fulfilled, I just want to see around this level what is going to happen. I want to see big sized bids. I want to see my levels to play out perfectly. So at this point, you might ask, Parang, should we hold our trade or should we sell? So I'm saying that if we see a lot of big bid sizes here and we are not seeing a lot of the hitting of the bids. Now look at this. Can you see something happening here? Focus on the tape. Can you see 733.55? Can you see something happening? This is called prints. What is it called? It is called prints on the tape. So now I can see a lot of prints on the bid. Yes or no? Can you see a lot of prints on the bid side? This is what's telling you that sellers are hitting the bid aggressively. This still has potential to move down. Okay, let's see what happens below 730, right? So I'm watching 731, 732 levels. Let it sustain, let it hold up to this level. I want to see something happen around the 730 level, and 730 is trying to hold up. I want to see that break. If it breaks, I'm going to scalp once again. If I'm not into the trade, if 730 breaks, I'm going to scalp it at it again. So although 730 broke, but I did not see big numbers, so there is no point of entry for me, right? I want to see a big number right stacked up right here, and then I would want to react. Okay, so 725. Okay, now can you see accumulation? Can you see what's happening at 725? I mean, if you can observe 725, again the bids are stacking up, right? Now that means again this is our level. If this gets breached, then again we know that there's going to be a big move on the downside that could happen. So 725 becomes a very important level for the stock to hold. And what we are seeing is 725 bids are trying to hold. You can see 725 popping up here and there again at the bid. Unless it is vanished from the bid side, we are not going to take our trade, right? So this pop is because of what 725 buyers are doing, right? Now we want to see whether when it comes back down here, and then we want to see how much bids are there on the bid side, right? This is where things will become very interesting, right? Just focus, wait for this candle to get closed, right? And then I'll show you what happens around 7:30. Okay. Again, 7:30 is coming in. 7:25 becomes a level of trigger. If 7:25 is broken, I'm going to re-enter again, right? This is what's important. And now this time when it comes to 7:25, I want to see good numbers. If I don't see big numbers, that means this could be probably the end of the downtrend. But at 7:25, I want to see good big numbers on the bid side, right? This is what I want to be looking at, right? 7:25. Let 7:25 come in. Focus here. Focus on this area. Okay, I can see 725s. I can see 725s holding up. Okay, 725 is now getting taken out. Now I want to see a big number. If I am not seeing a big number, I'm not interested. I want to see a big number. Then only I will have a confirmation that, okay, something could happen around this level. Okay. So now I'm seeing a variety of bids coming in, but still I am not sure at this moment. I'm not seeing a big number right here till now. I want to still wait. I want to still wait. Okay. Now, can you see 720s? Can you see 720s? Right? This is where I know, okay, baby, this is going to get flushed real bad. And if this moves up, and then starts to go down, this is a definite short. This is a definite short at this moment. I just want 720s to clear up. Once 720 gets cleared up, this is a short, right? So again, now you have to watch the tape and then you have to wait. You have to wait for the bids to attack. If they are not attacking, that the move will not happen. You want the bids to attack, right? You want the sellers to attack the bid. So 720 now remains an area for me. If I see good numbers, big numbers on the bid at around 720, I'm gonna get in, right? Till now, nothing to be done. If you're already into the trade, stay in it. Now, okay, can you see 720 bids stacking up, right? I want to see a big number here. If I see that, I am gonna go short, right? So 720 bids, I want to see them get taken out. 720 still holding. Okay, this is the place where I will go short. This is the place where I'll go short, where the 720 bids are not holding up anymore, right? This is the place where I would go short, right? Still, okay, so now you can see 724s again coming up. For me to get another confirmation, I want the 720s to break with good size. This is what I want, right? And let's see what happens once it again approaches the 720 level, right? Now this is, look at the volume spike, right? Now big volumes tell you that a lot of people are interacting at this point. And if a lot of sellers and buyers are interacting at this point, this becomes a very important area of structure, right? So once it breaks 718, it can easily come down $10, and that could become a very good place for you as a scalp trader to get in and get out, right? Now 720 on watch again. Again, you have to be patient. 720 on watch again. If I see what I want to see on the 720 bids, then there would be a place to get in. Okay. So now can you see something happening around 720? 20, 15, 18. Now, are you seeing what's happening around bids? The bids are stacking up at 720 again. So what this tells you is that the 720 level is getting weaker. How many of you agree to this? That 720 level is getting weaker and weaker as it is being tested 2 or 3 times. Now, if I see something big happening, if I see this number become very big, I'm definitely gonna short this, right? So again, 720 is still holding up. It is still holding up. I want to see a very big number, and then those bids, I want to see the prints on this side. Once I see that, that's going to be my final confirmation, right? So still till now, I am not going to go short. I am still not going to go short. We want to see 720 break. That's the only thing that we are looking at, right? So you have to be a bit patient. And this is what happens when you're seeing a very big move happening. This consolidation becomes very tricky to trade. This is where the tape can give you a very exciting edge over other people, that you can know exactly what's going on. You can know the strength and the weakness of the buyers at that very moment, right? Now, again, I am waiting for it to come towards 720. And then we're going to be looking at what happens next. Okay, so maybe I can forward this a bit. Now look at this, look at the 735 level. Okay, now if you want to confirm, that if this level is appropriate, you want to see around 735, you want to see big sellers or big asks stacking up at this point, because they would love to short it at that level. So this level should never be breached. This level should never be breached if this thing has to fall. And for that to confirm, we want to see that the 733, 734, you can see the ask size is increasing. That means more and more sellers are interested to sell at this price point. According to them, this is a good place to enter a short position. So we, at any cost, we don't want this thing to get taken out. Okay, this level 734.94 to get taken out. We don't want that to happen at any cost. Okay, it is still hovering around 735, 736. We don't want a closing, right? And this also the tape will tell you. This, the same thing the tape will tell you. Now, once I start seeing a rejection, I want to see a good closing, and then again, the same process. I want to see those big bids coming in. So right now, as a trader, you don't have to do anything. You just have to wait for this low of day break whenever it happens, and you have to see if the numbers are big enough on the 720 side. Okay. So for example, if I try to, forward it a bit, now we want to again see the 718, 720 level, how the stock is trying to approach that level. Let me just show exactly that timestamp to you. Okay, just a sec. Okay, now observe this area. This becomes very crucial. Okay, look at the 720 bids again. Okay, again 20 still left. I can see nothing on the bid side. I think this time if 720 is broken, this is gonna flush down. So now I can see 718 big bids stacking up, and here on the tape I want to see some red prints. Okay, now when I see the red prints, can you see people hitting the bid again? This is the place where it's a complete confirmation for me that okay, 718, I have 21 bit size. 718 is now acting as a good support level, which is this particular ending wick. And now it tells me that there's going to be a big flush on the downside that could happen, and it could easily go till 708 without a problem, right? So let's see how it goes to 708 or 718, 712 levels, and see whatever buying that you're seeing here, it is all because of the bids that were at 720. So basically tape will give you real life stuff of how the tape is, how buyers are stacking up, or what is the thing that they're doing. Okay, now 715, you again see 15 bids, right? Again you see 15 bids, very important, right? You want to see how these bids get fulfilled or they get filled, right? Okay, 715 bids taken out, 715 trying to hold. So now 715 tells you that if 715 is consistently taken out, this thing is going to flush real bad, right? So see, in a very good flush, it approaches the 708 or 710, 709 level, and now you're going to see some good bids stacking up. So you saw the 13 number here, you will now see 8, 10, all of these bids trying to control this price level. Okay, they will try to now control this price level, and then what you're going to see is, okay, this is happening. I'm just going to show you like a big flush that happens around the 7. Okay, now one more thing. How many of you agree that psychological numbers act as a good support and resistance levels, even if they are not a critical level on the chart? How many of you agree to this, that psychological round numbers, 700, 1000, 800, 900, 950, all of that, they act as a good support level? So at 700 we want to see what's happening. So as of now on the tape, I am not seeing anything on 700. Let's see if something develops and comes at around the 700 area, right? Because if that's taken out very easily, this thing could flush down even nicely, right? So let's see what happens around the 700 area. and that at that place you might see a very very big size. And if I'll tell you what you do when you see the big sizes, right? When you look at the big sizes, there has to be a decision that you need to make. So let's see first if that comes in at 700. If it does come, let's discuss how could we be trading that same thing. Okay, so again, it's trying to get a retest of the 708 level. It's trying to do a retest, and this is the place where the 705 level and the 700 level would act as very, very strong support levels. So we want to see whether the bids can hold them or not. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Okay, can you see something at 700? Now, do you think at psychological levels, who are the people who try to support the price? Now, these at the same bid across 4 exchanges, right? 200, but a lot of prints. Yep. And see, you can see 700, 700. Look at the bids. You will see a lot of prints now. So it might have a hard time breaking 700, but if it breaks 700, it's going to flush really massively. Okay. Now, can you see that 200 number became 152? And look at the prints. Can you see the prints? Can you see the prints on the time and sales? See, this will require a lot of practice. I'm just trying to tell you what things to see. Are you understanding? Can you see the prints on the bid side at 700? Right now, look at this. Look what happens here. Okay, now can you see the 200 became 89? Can you see 200 now became 89? So now can you see that sellers took away all the buy orders that were existing at that point? Now again, can you see that became 63? That became 61 and 59 now. Can you see that became 59, 32, 11 and 10? That became 58 and 22 now. That became 53 now. Can you now see what is happening at 700? Yes or no? Can you now feel it that all the buy orders are getting absorbed? There is so much happening. There are a lot of prints at 700. Buyers are going to panic. Now it becomes 43 and then it breaks, right? It breaks 698 levels. You can see a lot of bids around 698 levels again, right? And see now what you're seeing right now here is the buying pressure that came in from this level, right? But you still have to hold your trade. You have to see it need not make a new high. And you will see again when it comes to 700, it's gonna dump with an even bigger velocity. It's gonna dump with an even more big size, right? When it breaks 700. Okay, now at 700, can you see bids holding up? No. At 700, can we see bids holding up? No. Now when it breaks this 696 level, this is going to be huge and this is going to make a very big candle. Okay, now you can see 20s on the bid. Can you see 703, 702, 20s? Buyers are continuously trying to step in, but as and when the buyers are stepping in, the price is not able to push up. The price is sustaining there or it's just coming down. So once I see, okay, so 700 break is now confirmed that there are no bids which are trying to hold 700. Now I want to see if this level is taken out. The 696 level, if it is taken out properly, this is again going to give a very good flush on the downside. So this is something that you need to keep on doing after you are in a trade. And if you want to see at important levels, what could be potentially the case, whether bids will hold or what would happen. And once you see bids holding, once you see, right now, I don't have any reason to exit my short trade. I have no reason to exit my short trade unless and until a new high is formed on a closing basis, right? I am not going to do that. I'm still watching 706.96 bids. If they have, if they accumulate and if they can show me a good push, I would like to stay in the trade. So 696. Okay, who saw 38 on the bid? Okay, have a look at this. Okay, you will see something on the bid. You will see 696, you will see 35, 36, big numbers on the bid side. Okay, 1, 2 and okay, so did you see the 38 and 17 numbers? Could you see now how this break you can be sure that this cannot be a fake out. Can you look at this? Can you look at this? 2,500 orders getting executed at the bid. Yes or no? Can you see someone sold 2,500 shares at the bid? That means that's an aggressive seller. That means that this thing could dump straight away, because solely because of that one seller being so aggressive. That tells us there are loads of other aggressive sellers which will let the stock dump, right? And now what we are seeing is we'll see a volume spike. We'll see a volume spike and we'll see the stock dump really nicely to the next support level, whichever we have. Okay, how many of you saw that? I don't think a lot of you saw that. Focus here. Okay, you'll see a big number. You'll see a big number and it'll come and vanish. Focus here. Can you see something at 690? And can you see 690 prints? Compare, guys, compare the 690 prints. Can you see something at 690 on the tape? Look at the time and sales. Look at the time and sales. Can you see bids getting hit? 700, 289, 100, 100, 100. Now, does this give you confirmation that if you're into a short trade, this thing is still very weak? Yes or no? Are you getting the idea, everyone? Can I have responses in the chat box that you're understanding and you're getting the feel of what's happening, right? Buyers are getting crushed out, right? Now let's see what happens next. So 690s, again, 690s dump, 688s, 686, 685s. I can see good dump. So now 678 is my support level, and I want to see whether there would be still a dump till 678 or not, right? I want to see that, right? So if I just try to, maybe fast forward it a bit, I'll try to tell you, like, there would be a very big order at 678 or 680, somewhere around that, which will make the candle come here and then bounce off from this place. Okay. So I will tell you where is the place where I will likely find an exit. Okay. Okay. Can you see 685, 21.9 again? Again, you can see buyers stacking up right here, right? Katam, tata, bye bye. Yep. Now, not yet. We want to see one thing. Okay. Now, can you see 690 prints are now taken out? Okay. Can you see something here? Can you see something here? Can you see someone buying at the bid? What does buying at the bid means? Is someone trying to hold the bidding price? Yes or no? Can you see prints of 694? Is it okay for me to now say that buyers might be active now? And if, for example, this candle alone tells me that I can't see any more bids on the downside, right? Does prints indicate a trend is weak? Yep, prints tell you, right? So for example, right now I'm seeing someone is buying at the bid. I don't want that. And it is happening around a very important support level, right? So this 680 level is very important. And look at this. Can you look at Tesla is down 12%, right? When we were watching this was down 3%, right? So this stock has already come up 8-9%, Raj. It will not continuously keep on falling, no. We'll have to find a point of exit, no. So the reason why we did not exit here, because we never got a closing above this. The reason we did not exit our trade here, we wanted to see the prints. We wanted to see the bids. This flush, yes, you were confident that it would continue further, it would come till here. But at this point, we are noticing that, okay, there are someone who's trying to hold the bid. Let's see what happens next. Let's see if on the ask side, we get something very explosive. Let's see if okay. Now, can you see 692, 693s? But can you see the prints? Understand? Can you see buyers now buying aggressively? Can you see this 1159 order? This guy did not buy at the bid. Did this guy actually bought somewhere near the ask? Yes or no? Does this give you an indication of strong buying? Yes or no? Does this give you an indication of strong buying or at least aggressive buying? which gives you a reason to exit your trade, right? This is what we are looking at, right? So this is what happened. Basically, Tesla consolidated